Folks, this is Chris in Central Pennsylvania with an update on the People's Convoy. Now, 1 week since their arrival at Speedway in Hagerstown, Maryland, in Washington County, western side of Maryland, just northwest of the Capital Beltway around District of Columbia. It's been 1 week since their arrival there, and there have been some changes. People have come, people have gone. That's to be expected. People's Convoy, which started out in Victorville, California, went across the country and then got to its final staging and rally point just on the precipice of arriving the capital out there in Hagerstown. Number of events taking place, some news from yesterday, and then an update on today's driver's briefing, truckers briefing, which just took place or is actually still underway at this moment. Yesterday, Senator Ted Cruz from Texas rode with Mike Landis in his truck in the convoy lead. Now, Mike and Senator Cruz also carried my mother Arlene Bennett's flag along with them in the cab. It was a touching tribute and meant that my mother was there, still an advocate for truckers, even after her passing in 2020. There was an accident yesterday, Thursday, the 10th of March, on the Capital Beltway involving a convoy driver. A semi was hit while it was stationary and damaged. There were, fortunately, no injuries. Now, the organizers today are noting that folks need to pay special attention at this morning briefing because apparently a car pulled in front of that semi and slammed on its brakes. This is something many of us have been warning about for several days now. The behavior of drivers in the Capital Beltway is less than stellar on a normal day, but with all these vehicles, cars, recreational vehicles, and semis involved in this convoy, and some people who are just, sheeple, who are just hateful, are likely to cause problems. But even without that, just the behavior of drivers in general is always a challenge on the Capital Beltway, which is hideously traffic congested regardless of the hour or day of the week. For today's convoy, drivers are advised that cars were headed out first, then recreational vehicles, RVs, and then the semis will bring up the rear. Mike Landis, his semi will be in the lead for the semis, which will put him towards the back of the convoy. Now, they advise drivers to keep adhering to the law and be focused on road safety, and they're asking folks not to do rogue things. This is a lawful event, and they want to keep it that way. So if you're looking to be a cowboy, you're not part of the People's Convoy. That was the advice this morning from the organizers. They'll be conducting 2 laps around the Capital Beltway, and there'll be an escort pilot car in the lead. Additionally, they have yet another meeting with a lawmaker today at 1 p.m. this afternoon. The organizers will be meeting with Senator Dan Sullivan from Alaska. They're hoping for some bipartisan engagement, which there were indications of over the past weekend that might occur, but has not occurred yet. So far, it's just been Republican members from the House and Senate who've met with the organizers. They mentioned Senator Joe Manchin from West Virginia that they're hoping to meet with. Today, they'll be on Channel 37 on the Citizens Band Radio, CB Radio, if you're out there listening. If you are listening, don't congest and don't get on the radio and interfere with what's going on. People need to do that for safety, road safety, for everyone's interest. When they return today, it's a refuel day in Hagerstown at the AC&T truck stop, and all drivers will get a chance to refuel and top off once they get back. Additionally, the organizers are looking to coordinate with local law enforcement and municipal officials to prevent traffic lights from segmenting vehicles as they travel over Route 40 to the interstate. Old Route 40 is the national road, the first road ever built by the federal government in the United States history. And it runs out to Speedway, and that's where the drivers are at, whether they're RVs, campers, personally owned conveyances, cars, or semis. They're all out there at Speedway. Others join as the convoy gets going, but they are out there. And so for those participating, a chance to refuel in Hagerstown when you come back. So what's the plan going forward, folks? Well, the plan is to remain with the convoy, keep it going until the objectives of those folks involved for accountability of what's happened for the past 2 years, and a revocation of the national emergency, which was immorally extended by President Joe Biden just a few days ago. He extended Donald Trump's state of emergency for a 3rd year. This despite having a State of the Union address in which he basically did a victory lap claiming that he conquered the Rona, which he hasn't done. Utter nonsense. Well, folks, that's an update on the driver's briefing for the People's Convoy for today, the 11th of March, 2022. I'll be traveling down there soon and also be joining Mike Landis in his cab, traveling around the Beltway and spend a day with him down there sometime soon. And hopefully I'll bring you a live stream broadcast of that so you can watch it from the driver's viewpoint. All right, folks, thanks a lot. If you're not a subscriber, please become one. Smash that button right down there. This has been an update on the People's Convoy out of Hagerstown at Speedway. Cheers.